to the Beltway. So I just passed the RVs in those vehicles, and now I'm heading towards trying to catch up with the bobtails while not going too crazy. Because I'm in my car now. I went home and grabbed my my car, took a shower, stuff like that, and now I'm back in. It seems they're actually quite spread out. So they're doing what they're doing now is they're doing 2 laps around the Beltway, and then they're going back to the Speedway in Hagerstown that they began today, where they've been parked for 2 days, and then they're going back there for another night. I believe there's some more convoys, but you can see with the overpasses already have people on them. And this is pretty gnarly because we're in Virginia. We're in like Fairfax County, Virginia. But as you can see, there's still people up on the overpasses waving at all the trucks, which is amazing because this area is notoriously blue, you know, so it's cool to see, really. Here's one of the RVs that's part of the convoy. We're going to see it because there's so many vehicles. So there's so many vehicles that are part of the convoy. So we're just kind of cruising along with them. They're doing 2 passes. I want to get up to the trucks because now we're in the RVs. RVs are pretty much at the end of the convoy, I believe. Could be wrong. But I believe they're towards the end. And then, yeah, we'll be up there. But enjoy. You know, I don't even know. I should have probably verified that this was actually even live. You know, because I'm good like that. I'm good at doing the verification, making sure that we're live. Not really. Should check. As you can see on the overpasses, the police like the motorcades, RVs are after the trucks, someone said. Alright, yeah, I'm on my way up to them. Live and kicking. Yep. I'm just cruising along. So they're pretty spread out, I'm surprised, because before it looked like they were a lot tighter. Here's some cars that are up ahead. Slowing down a little. Look at this overpass. Look at this overpass right here. Keep in mind, this is Northern Virginia. Like, this is pretty nuts to see this many people come out and support it. That's awesome. I tell you what, it's such a cool feeling to see that many vehicles out there, or that many people out there. I got to move over one lane. Actually, I'll stay over here to give them space. But you'll see on the right-hand side of your screen, here's some of the vehicles that are in the convoy. That truck. No, not that truck. There was a truck very similar to that yesterday that I signed on behalf of all the eaters. We signed that vehicle. Now we're coming to a stop. But I signed a vehicle on behalf of all the eats, all the eaters. As you can see, there's police up on the overpass on the left-hand side. See what he's doing. He's just watching all the trucks. Here's another overpass that's lined with people. Which is pretty awesome. You got what? 10 people up there chilling, including a couple of officers, it looks like. Truck, yeah! Share this video out. So here's the convoy. Like, now we're catching up because they've slowed down. So the convoy's in the third lane over. You'll see them all here in the middle. This is part of it. These are all the four-wheelers and the smaller trailers still in the campers. We're going to come up on the trucks pretty soon, I believe. Hopefully. I don't know how spread out they are, but this is awesome. And I don't know how big this is, but you guys saw from the video, there are so many people. Where am I? I am on the Beltway in Washington, well, outside of Washington, D.C. I'm in Northern Virginia on the Beltway. Convoy or bust. Now these guys had an escort through Maryland. By it appears the state police were escorting them through. So you can see the convoy on the right hand side, kind of over a little bit because I want to stay in this lane to try to get over to the trucks. Look at all these vehicles. Tell me this isn't a movement. Tell me this isn't a movement. Look how many vehicles there are. Look at all those flags right there. If that isn't the most patriotic shit you've ever seen right there. Look at that on the right-hand side. Hell yes. Hell yeah. Look at that, man. Look at that. Look at them all flow in the wind. Look at them all flow in the wind. Now the convoy, I don't want to be in the middle of the convoy. They're jumping over. I don't know why they just jumped in this lane. But they want, I guess because they want to stay on 495. So I want to stay out of the convoy so that way I can keep maneuvering. Look at those flags. Look at those flags. Look at those flags. Another one. Someone said, took yesterday off. Took yesterday off? What you talking about? What you talking about? man, I'm a little hungry. Alright. I'll jump around this truck here in a second. Leave that Landstar truck. So now the convoy is merging in. And over here. Someone said you weren't on. Watched a few others into the night. I was on last night. I ended it after the rally. Had to go get dinner and stuff like that. Where are all the trucks? I'm still way behind this convoy. All the trucks are still north. I'm way behind because, like I said, I left last night, or I left this morning after I had a cup of coffee. I left and I went home and I took a shower and then I grabbed my car instead of the RV because I'm definitely not doing another night at the campground. I'm going home. Got stuff to do. So yeah, I'm still way behind. Guys, share this video out too, if you would be so kind. I'm gonna try hopscotch. I think these guys are trying to move over one more time. They like to ride in the this lane over here. But as you can see, traffic's all backed up. Yeah, they're supposed to stay in one lane, but they're kind of bouncing all over the place. See, now they're jumping over back into this second lane. Let them truckers roll. Let them roll. Let them truckers roll. I want to get up to the trucks. That would be nice. See, they're all merging over because you got to stay on 495, you got to be in the left two lanes. That's why all the trucks are coming over. But trying to get over to the big rigs. So I think we got the trailers possibly coming up, which means we're doing pretty good. And the trailers, in front of the trailers, we have the bobtails and then the lead trucks. Now with the setup that I have here, it's just a dash mount camera, so I'm not going to be... I do have my DSLR, because I want to try to get... There's going to be a point where I may just end up taking 495 back with them. I'd like to get a picture or a couple of pictures for an article I'm going to write about this whole thing. For anyone that doesn't know, I own Citizen Stringer News, so you're more than welcome to check out citizenstringer.com, and we will be covering all this. This guy's got his blinker on, but why are you moving all the way over into the fast lane, bro? Come on, dude. Is this guy trying to direct traffic? Come on, man. See, he is. What is he doing? What is you doing, bro? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It looks like some of the convoys in this lane, some of the convoys in the second lane. Kind of all over the place. See, and now he just goes back around. I don't know, I guess he just really wanted to pass that convoy vehicle. Look at all the police. They got a flatbed pulled over on the right hand side. Let's see if that's a convoy truck. I don't know if it is. I just turned the camera. It's going to get a little sideways. That is a convoy truck. Oh, So he's got some maintenance issues. He's got some maintenance issues. So the convoy now, they keep jumping around. They can't figure out what lane they want to be in. I don't have a CB in this truck either, so they could be calling lane switches and I can't tell. Or in this car, rather. Yeah, so I think we're getting into the trailers, if these guys will move. Because the Landstar, I believe this Landstar, Landstar is an owner-operator company, so everyone that drives a Landstar truck, like when you see that blue truck, for everyone that doesn't understand trucking, see the trailer up there with the blue star on it? That's a Landstar truck. Landstar is 100% in a light asset-based trucking company, which means Landstar, the corporation, owns trailers, but they don't own any trucks. So whenever you see that blue check mark, or that blue star, see that blue star on the back of that truck on your left? Understand that the guy that's behind the wheel of that truck, more than often, they are an owner-operator. They are someone that's their own business. They're running that truck. That is, their small business behind the wheel. So when that truck is moving, they're getting paid. When that truck is sitting, they're not getting paid. And a lot of the people that are participating in this convoy, as far as the trucks, a lot of those guys are all independent business owners. They're small business owners, which is why this is such a crucial thing, this trucker protest. And not necessarily because of the mandates and all that. I know a lot of the conversation's been about it. For me, one of the reasons I'm out here supporting it and documenting it is more for the trucks themselves. These owner-operators that are out here and all the stuff that they go to. And I sincerely hope that people remember them. I hope people remember these trucks and pay attention to these trucks. That's what I would hope, at least. There's more of the state police. I got a lot of state police out here doing this. Look, here's even more. Legalized freedom is what that back of that car says. Your husband's with Landstar, said Donna. I think that's why it's so important for me to be out here documenting it. It's not necessarily about the mandates and all that stuff, even though that's crucial. For me, it's about these trucks. These trucks are in the national limelight right now. Everybody's paying attention to these trucks. Everybody is. Right now. Look at it. Just the sheer amount of police that have been called up for this and all that stuff, too. The media is paying attention to them. What I do wish, and I'll be honest with you, and this is a little bit critical, what I do wish is that the truckers in this protest took a little bit more of the front line. Like so some of the issues that truckers have been fighting with for, the past 7 years, in terms of e-logs, in terms of regulations, in terms of all those things that hours of service regulations, the rising cost of fuel, insurance rates skyrocketing, insurance fraud, chameleon carriers. I wish that took more of a focus. Like, I was kind of disappointed. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be real. This is one of the things I'm going to talk about when I do a show tomorrow night about it, is I was really, really, really hoping with that speech, or those speeches yesterday, the rally, I was really, really hoping that we were going to be able to hear more about the plight of truckers. if that makes sense. You know, I thought truckers were going to talk about, like, I mean, it's simple. It's saying, like, hey, listen, we're here for freedom. We're here doing the freedom, protesting against, not even against, well, I guess they are protesting against mandates. But what I wish they did, someone said truckers have a roundtable meeting in D.C. at 3:30. What? It's probably a different group, because there's a bunch of other protest groups here. All trucks need to have a camera to protect their drivers. Yeah, they do. I mean, there was in, where was it? In Louisiana, I think there was a group of people that were arrested for insurance fraud. So they would literally get in accidents, and man, I don't want to jump into the convoy, but I really would love to get up to the front. Exit 11 is Cincinnati. Oh, so they're quite a ways. They're already back in Maryland? They're already back in Maryland, huh? Because we're at exit 177, and I'm still in Virginia. Those are Virginia state cops. But yeah, I mean, there's so many issues with, that guy's going to get pulled over. There's cops everywhere. That's stupid of you. Why don't they strike? Truckers can't strike. They're independent. So, I mean, truckers just, pulling over and parking their trucks for a while would be good. And I've said that for a long time, because I think when truckers do the slow rolls and stuff like that, it's great. You know what I mean? But it doesn't, they do it and it's over. You know what I mean? That's kind of the issue with slow rolls. This technically is kind of like a slow roll, because a slow roll is where you drive at the minimum speed limit permissible, and which causes a little bit of a backlog of traffic. And it's legal because you're driving at the minimum speed limit. You know what I mean? There's been, someone said, so they're not heading into the capital area. There was never an intention for this convoy to go into D.C. Never. The only way you guys have heard that is because of mainstream media pushing that narrative that they had intentions of going in and shutting down D.C. and doing all that. That was never the intention of this protest, of this convoy, ever. Since before they even left California. But that's what mainstream media does. Even today, mainstream media was saying the same thing. They never had that intention. And it's sad. Someone said, I believe the head of the convoy has completed one cycle already. Damn, really? Look how many cops there are. I can't believe that. You got cops on the overpass up here. I wonder what they're doing. These are the motorcycle cops. You can see the windshields from their bikes. I wonder what they're doing. Oh, the cops waved at the car, too. Ha-ha! What part of Virginia? I'm going to jump over into this lane. I'm sorry, guys. I know I shouldn't be joining the convoy, but they gave a lot of space, and I want to try to jump up here. Now, part of the convoy. Woo-woo! Legalize freedom! Freedom, yeah! Someone said they're not going home until the mandates are dropped, said Trucker G. Someone else asked, do I have flags on my vehicle? I do not. I am media, so I do not have flags. In my old truck, I had a flag in the back window that was permanent, but could do it. Someone said they're on the overpasses to keep people off. It could be. They're allowing some people on overpasses. My guess is if there's not sidewalks on the overpasses, cops could be there to be like, you guys can't be on this overpass. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. So here's the drawbridge that's not open. Gosh, can you imagine if they opened the drawbridge? Damn, bruh. Rumor is cops are being great all over the place. Yeah, they are. I mean, they had, like I said, they had a police escort from Maryland. All the way out. They didn't block traffic when the cars were leaving, but they had an escort out, which was nice. So now, this is where I don't know. Does this go into Maryland, or does this go into somewhere else? Someone said RSBN has 9,000 people watching. Cool. Good for them. Everybody should be covering this. Should be on national news and talking about it, and then have actual people that understand trucking get up there and talk. You know, I understand the freedom, and they want to get rid of mandates. And to be honest, a lot of mandates are already being removed, which is great, and they should. You know, but I just hope that the people that are out here are also advocating, like if there are any meetings or any, they advocate for the trucking industry, because the trucking industry wasn't just affected by the pandemic. It was already, you know, there was already problems with the trucker industry before that, you know, and the pandemic kind of shed a different light on everything. You know, because with the pandemic, trucking was essential. All, you know, the truckers were needed. You know, so all the truckers were delivering freight and delivering like crucial goods and doing all that stuff all the time. And you know, and I talk about this in my show. Like truckers, when in March 2020, when the pandemic was really taking hold of everything, they shut down everything. They shut down fuel, gas stations. They shut down food, as you guys know. Couldn't find food anywhere. Truckers still were delivering freight, all the essential goods and non-essential goods and all that stuff. Truckers were delivering freight, and you know, it's it ticks me off, because here's the thing that most people don't realize with the trucking industry. So truckers, when there's a national emergency, they have hours of service regulations. They have all this stuff that goes into effect. Hours of service regulations. They have, whatchamacallit, all sorts of weird stuff. Hold on. What's this guy doing? Is this why traffic's all backed up? Because you got a photojournalist here stopped on the road taking pictures of everybody? These people, they just stopped on the road. It's pretty cool. And the police are just there watching them. They're like, whatever. Look at all the people on the overpass. It's dope. I don't care who you are right there. That's dope. Let me get around this car. Come on, man. Get out of the way. Yeah. They're all looking at me. Yeah, you're live. You're live. Everyone just saw that maneuver where you cut me off. Not really. You didn't cut me off. What was I saying? Oh, with truckers. So with these truckers, this is something that people don't understand. With when a pandemic or national emergency, earthquake, hurricane, whatever, when it all takes place, truckers have these restrictions that are imposed. Their hours of service. So of a certain day, truckers are mandated that they're only permitted to drive, I think it's 10 or 11 hours a day, and you got to do this weird break, you know. And I've been out of trucking for a little bit, out of behind the wheel, but so I think you're allowed to drive for 8 hours, then you must log off duty for a half an hour, and then you're allowed to drive another 3 hours, and you need to have a half-hour break in between the period. So, for example, if you drive for 6 hours and you do a 30-minute break in between, you would have to do I believe you have to do another break in order to break up the monotony of the drive. I don't know. I forgot all that. But those rules and regulations have been imposed with what are the way drivers keep track of it is with an electronic, or it used to be a paper log. So it was a log, you know, similar to like a timesheet, where they have to write their locations. They have to write on the paperwork where they stopped for the day. They have to do a bunch of stuff. Now, in 2000, I want to say 16, 2014, I don't remember, but electronic logs went into place. So imagine it's a computer inside and a GPS inside your truck that notifies, or that keeps track of when you stop, how often you turn on, where you stop, you know, with geolocation and all that. That became a requirement for any truck aged 2000 or newer a few years ago. Now, if you've ever driven a truck, e-logs suck. Now, The reason e-logs suck for me when I had my trucking company were not because, because I was kept honest with hours of service, because you can't cheat them. That's not why it affected me, and that's not why it affects a lot of people. It's silly shit. Like, for example, one time I was in one of our trucks and I was sitting at a rest stop, but I was in a dually with a 40-foot trailer on it, right? So we were still required to follow e-logs and all that stuff. Get the fuck off my ass, asshole. Try to wave me around. Who the fuck you think you are? I'll go slower. Damn it, I got a car in front of me. Fucking, God, I hate driving in D.C. Man, I can't go any faster. I got a car in front of me. And you're sitting there waving your hand like, get out of my way. She shut up when I put my big arm up in the air. Fucking asshole. Driving on my ass. What are you in a hurry to go golfing or go shop at your fucking rich place? Don't you understand we're fighting for freedom here, lady? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't like driving in cities at all. Watch, I should turn the camera right on this fucking asshole. You'll see her pass. Oh no, now she's getting behind me. What, do you realize I'm live streaming? No, watch. Here, I'll turn the camera on her. Watch, you'll see her. You'll see her right there. K9, you fucking asshole! Excuse my language. If you have kids watching, I apologize. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, okay, so the electronic logs, right? So here's the thing. So drivers are required to comply with those logs as long as their truck is a 2000 or newer. If their truck is older than 2000, then they don't need to use those logs. And there's different log requirements and stuff like that. When our country has a national emergency or a natural disaster, in a natural emergency declaration is issued by the U.S. Department of Transportation, they waive certain requirements for drivers. Almost always, the requirements that are waived by the U.S. Department of Transportation are those hours of service requirements. And that the pandemic was no different. Look, this lady was in such a rush to get by me. She's sitting right there. You didn't get by me, lady. Nice job. You didn't get by me. Driving like an idiot. So what they do is they suspend the hours of service regulations, which essentially means truck drivers now, because they're needed in terms of an emergency response, they no longer need to abide by these driving restrictions that have been put on them. They no longer need to keep meticulous logs of their travels and do all that. Basically, they are given a right by the government, which is really weird because you're told that you don't have that right by the government when you have to maintain e-logs, but they're given their right to make the determination on how, whether they're driving safe and things like that, which is really weird, right? So in March of 2020, when Elaine Chao declared, at that time it was President Trump declared a national emergency, a pandemic emergency, and then Elaine Chao, who was the Department of Transportation head at that time, she issued an emergency declaration allowing anyone who was participating in any sort of pandemic recovery efforts. So anyone that was transporting toilet paper, groceries, ventilators, fast food, food, gas, meat packing stuff, because many of you guys may not have realized we came really close to having the meat packing plants closed down. In fact, many of them did during the height of the pandemic. Uh-oh. There's police up in the convoy lane, up ahead. Or an ambulance, I can't tell. The traffic is slowing down. We're going to see. You'll see it here in a minute. But, so, when all that happened, all of these restrictions, these heavy restrictions that were imposed on truckers, they were all waived. Now, which is great for truckers because it means that they no longer need to follow these hours. Like, for example, think about right now. Think about if you're driving a truck and you're not participating in a convoy, but something's going on in this roadway. You're paid by the mile, right? You get paid for, say, 80 cents a mile for every mile you drive. If you're sitting in 40 mile an hour traffic during the day, then that drastically impacts your how much you can make. Now, it also impacts how long you can drive for that day too. Because if you're still only allowed, when there's no emergency declaration, you're still only allowed to have a certain amount of drive time. if that makes sense. You're only allowed a certain amount of drive time. I think that lady just took a picture of me. Why do you take a picture of me? You're driving your car. Be responsible. So, like, for example, right now, we're doing roughly, 43 miles an hour. Now we're doing, 30, because I just had to hit the brakes. But we're going pretty damn slow, right? Now, imagine you're driving and you're hauling, say, this truck right here. This one that has a D&J Supply Inc. Plates. The one that's on the right-hand side of your screen. This guy's a working truck. I don't believe he's participating in the convoy, and instead he's actually just hauling freight. Now, he's getting paid a certain amount of money to haul the freight in the back of that truck. Now, that rate does not change if it takes him 5 days because of traffic instead of 4 days when the roads are clear. He gets paid the same amount even though he lost a day. Now, when emergency declarations are put into place, what it does is it allows truck drivers to not worry about those hours. So, for example, if they sit in traffic for 5 hours, but they're still good, they got coffee in them, they're good to drive for another 6 hours. If before a pandemic they were told they're not allowed to drive anymore because of the hours and the e-logs and all that stuff, with this emergency declaration, it allows them to drive, and in fact, it encourages them to drive as much as they can in order to get that product to the end delivery spot. Now, it's great, but why is it that truck drivers, when we're in a national emergency, and this is a question that needs to be asked in Congress, why is it that truck drivers, when we are in a national emergency, come on, bud, you want to move over, come on. You're just fucking slowing down the whole traffic. Come on. When we're in a national emergency, why is it that all those hours of service, these safety requirements that are put into place for safety, why are they all waived? And then as soon as the emergency, the pandemic or whatever is over, those restrictions that were removed from truck drivers are put back into effect. That is a question that needs to be asked in Congress, because if they're so important for the safety of the people on the road, then why aren't they always in effect? Why does it take a national emergency to ban them? Those little things like that are things that should be asked right now, because we're in a pandemic. The trucking industry was heavily impacted by the pandemic. And yes, and it wasn't mandates. Granted, mandates did affect trucking. Mandates do affect, Tyson's Food. They make all the chicken and shit like that. That was one of the first companies out there that imposed mandates on people delivering to their location. So people that were delivering to Tyson's Foods were told, if you're not vaccinated, you can't, or even worse, before the vaccinations were even out, these warehouses shut down their operations, one, because they didn't have enough staffing, or two, because because the drivers didn't have masks or didn't have vaccinations or anything like that. And that's the thing that pisses me off, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is during this meeting, during this rally, I don't understand why some of the issues in trucking it doesn't need to be on the forefront of it. Fuck you! Fucking watching my rear view, car was coming hot. That's why I ducked out of the lane. That's why I said the fuck you. Yeah, but weight restrictions were limited, so most of the time a truck can only, a semi-truck can legally carry 40 tons, 80,000 pounds. They removed those restrictions and allowed trucks to haul more than that. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I don't care who you are. But that's why it's important to talk about those kind of things. And I really, really, really wish that last night during the speech, because there's so many non-truckers. There were so many non-truckers in the stadium, in the grandstands. There are so many non-truckers watching the live feeds. And they missed, and this is what I feel, and people got pissed off at me last night at dinner when I was talking about it, but I feel like they missed an opportunity to address that on a national scale. You know what I mean? While the world is watching. And what's crazy to me is a lot of the organizers of this rally have been at the forefront of the plight of truckers. They've been at the forefront of trucker protests for a number of years. And for them not to bring it up, I was really surprised. That was one of, and I've been critical of anyone who watches my show. I've been critical of that since the very beginning, because I don't understand why it's not being at the forefront, because it should. You know, truckers are doing it. I talked to a couple of truckers off air, and a couple of the truckers felt like that truckers are being used as like a marketing ploy for this, which is sad, you know, but yet they were still there because it was important, you know, and these are truckers that were, you know, participating in the convoy, but to them it was still so important for them to be part of the convoy and pay attention to it, but, you know, so it's good. I have a weird, like when I hit a bump or something, there is something broken in the back of this car. I hate this fucking car. Sounds. Maybe it's the shocks or something. I hate this car. I can't wait till we close on our house so I can go buy a truck. That's what I'm doing. Man. I guess I got in at the wrong spot because I can't even get caught up with these fellas. I could really get aggressive with my driving, but I don't really want to. You know? That would be irresponsible. But, I mean, it's way backed up, because I also have WYSIWYG's feed on one of my devices here, and I can see he's all backed up, too, with traffic up ahead. But I think it's cool when you actually address some of the issues that are going on, because to me it's not just about, you know, these mandates and how they affected it, because it should apply to the trucking industry, you know, and some of the issues some of the things that affected them during this whole pandemic, you know. That's what affects me. And that's why, like, that's one of the reasons I'm here and participating in this, because I think it's amazing. It's one of the reasons why I'm covering it for you guys, is I think the fact that so many people, I mean, I've covered a lot of trucking protests. For anyone that doesn't know, before this show was called Wake Up America and Citizen Stringer and all that stuff, we were called Freight Broker Live. I hosted a show and I talked about the freight industry 5 times a week, because that's the industry I work in. I still own a logistics company. I love logistics. I love, you know, reverse logistics and supply chain. Like, I'm a geek. Like, I would love to go walk around in an Amazon warehouse and see how they do everything with all their robotics and shit like that. It would be amazing. You know, but unfortunately, you know, times are changing, and with it, we started talking about politics and the world, and we've kind of, life was much simpler then, when I just did the logistics thing, you know, but I don't regret it. There's so many people. I mean, I saw so many people at this rally, and I've seen so many people across the country that are just so impacted by the videos and by what I've done, and it makes it worth it. You know, I've said a lot, and I said it a lot this past weekend. You know, when I go to live events, I don't talk much. You know, I'm doing it now because I'm driving, but normally if I'm at an event, I'm there for me and taking you guys along for the ride. That walking around when I'm not really saying much to anybody, that's what I do in real life. You know, when I go to an event, I'm just taking it in. And that's what I like about Trump rallies. That's what I like about this rally at the Speedway, is I was just walking around enjoying it. I was enjoying it just as you know, a human. I was just enjoying being around so many like-minded people. You know, and there were all different aspects and all different point of views. It wasn't just like, it's not just about unvaccination. It's not just about this. It's not just about that. It was, I mean, look up there. Look, I mean, you can't see it now, but you saw it. I mean, there's old people, young people, kids, all races, all creeds, all denominations. Just people truly just loving and caring about this country. And understanding that, hey, we've kind of gone astray from the principal values that we hold, and that we love, and that we are supposed to love. We've kind of forgot about them a little bit. You know, that's the whole idea behind this rally, is to, I guess, remind people. At least that's my takeaway from it. You know, it's. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I don't believe in promoting a bunch of anti-vax like stuff. You know, my personal belief is well, I won't even say it. I'm not vaccinated, nor is my children, but my wife is, and almost my entire family is, and I don't judge them. I don't pass judgment on them for getting vaccinated, and I don't pass judgment on anybody for getting vaccinated if that's what they so choose. But and that's pretty much how a lot of these people here at these rallies, that's how they feel. Is to them, it's about the freedom to make up your own mind about a choice. Hence the mandates. When you mandate something, you're taking away the rights of a person to make up their own mind about what it is that you're making your mind about. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? So it's frustrating. You know, it's this whole pandemic has been frustrating to a lot of people. And I saw people commenting like, why are they doing a convoy? Most of the mandates and restrictions and mask mandates and everything have been lifted. Well, it's still impacted everybody. A lot of people have gotten this. A lot of people had to quit their jobs. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of stuff has happened, you know? And it's tragic, man. It's tragic. And I think a lot of people realize that. It looks like wherever WYSIWYG is up ahead, it's kind of cleared up. So now we're getting, here's a bobtail up ahead. They had it written on the side of their truck. It said, "Bitches for freedom." What the fuck? Here's one of the bobtails. What up, Bobby? Babu! What is it? Professional cargo haulers. Bobby! Hey! Got a little bit more traffic in a 5-lane highway. Got a little BMW right there. BMW. The old American flag. When I die, don't let me vote Democrat, is what his sticker says. Yeah! Look at that Porsche, the white Porsche. I used to really want a Porsche someday, but I don't think I'd fit in one. It's a GT3 Porsche. I wonder how much that sucker costs. Probably too much money. I bet he's vaxxed. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I don't care. Come on, Mercedes-Benz. Will you do me a favor and get the fuck out of the way? I wrote a song for you. It was good. I call that, fucker, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Look at these people on the... this person's got a it's an air horn or a trumpet or something. I don't even know what that was. Oh. No, I think it's an air horn because he had things. Someone said, if your family disagree with you about anything, cut them off. No, that's fucking stupid. And maybe you're trying to make a point and I just saw your comment, but no. Because here's the thing, is you're supposed to be able to disagree. That is called discourse. That's what it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to agree with everybody. I don't want all my viewers to agree with every single thing I say. In fact, it would make the shows horrible. What I want people to do is think about it. You can disagree with what I have to say. What is my destination now? We're doing 2 laps. 2 laps. So now we're at exit 20. I think we're pretty damn far away. I don't know where we are. I think we're still quite a ways. I mean, we're in different RVs. Here's my neighbor, actually. This RV, not this light-colored one, the darker one, I believe that was my neighbor. They were parked next to me. You were 30 to 40 miles behind the lead truck. Gotcha. Thank you. But yeah, this vehicle was parked behind me. Or, you know, they were my neighbor in the RV. They were my neighbor. They all got all tight-lipped when that's them. But as soon as I said I was media, they were like, ugh, because we were just having a conversation. They're like, well, you seem to know a lot about trucking. And then I was like, yeah, I'm media. And then they're like, media? Media? Like, I'm not bad media. Come on, Mercedes. I know you got those frickin' expensive German brakes in there. Okay, you don't need to hit the brakes that hard. You had lots of room in front of you. That's how accidents begin. All right? Why don't you just mosey on over into the breakdown lane and let the big boys drive? All right? Come on. Come on. Get out of the way. You bum. My wife made me lunch when I got home, and I'm still hungry. Still hungry. Someone said I missed my motorhome. I know. I want one. They were having all sorts of issues with it, with that one, though. They're like, our generator doesn't work. They didn't de-winterize it and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, that sucks. That sucks. Breitbart is to the lead. Oreo Express 20, 30 miles behind them. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, I'm likely not going to be able to catch up with them. What I could do is, where it jumps back onto 270, I could just stop and wait, but I don't want to. I don't know. Where's WYSIWYG? Has WYSIWYG already made a full loop yet, or not yet? But it just tells you how big, sorry, I just jumped right into another conversation. It tells you how big this rally really is. It just tells you how big it is. It's huge. It's massive. That I'm 40 miles behind the lead truck right now, and this is all part of the convoy. Do you know what I mean? Someone said, I'm sure a lot of people knew who you were. Yeah, I mean, I got recognized a bunch. Even this morning I was asking someone something, and he's like, man, who are you? I know you. And I was like, yeah, I used to host a show about freight. And he's like, oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so WYSIWYG has made a complete 360. Josh went into town. I know, I'm going to have to get some grub up in my belly. I'm hungry again. I'm always hungry. You guys know that. Sasnak is in the middle. This is America speaking out. Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah. So here's more motorhomes, which is crazy because I thought we already passed a bunch. There was a lot. There were so many vehicles. It's hard to explain how many vehicles were truly there. You know? Well, you guys know that because you saw it. But Sasnak has 13,000 watching his live stream. Yeah. I mean, they should. They should all be watching it. It's amazing. It's amazing to see all this stuff. Everybody in the club should be watching this. Look at that guy stopping, taking video. Yeehaw! You look like the dude from Family Guy. What's that guy's name? The other convoy is leaving Columbus, Ohio now. Oh, so they'll arrive tonight. I don't know where they're going to park. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to be leaving today. Probably a lot. My guess is that a lot of these trucks and a lot of the vehicles that we're going to chill around here, they're probably going to go back. But who knows? Nobody really knows. I like these Jeeps. You see that Jeep right there? How long do I expect a convoy to last? I don't know. I mean, if I'm 40 miles behind the lead truck right now, that's insane. That's insane. But it's not surprising. Man, I like those Jeeps. I may just buy a damn Jeep. I like them, and the resale value on those Jeeps is really good, too. How long am I on board for? I am likely going to, I don't know, I may do 1 lap or I may do 2 laps. I don't know. My original plan when I came out here, I told my wife I'd be home for dinner. But we'll see. If I can make some traction. WYSIWYG has staged. Yeah, I mean, I would like to get to where the trucks are. But Yeah, so in 12 miles, I'm at where they began in 12 miles up here. See where it says 270 is 12 miles? That's where they're going to be getting off. So I'm not even around a full lap yet. You know? Look at this fucking big rig right here. Look at this truck with a big old exhaust pipe sticking out behind the rear wheels. That's a pretty dope truck. Never seen one like that. That's kind of cool. But what I would like to do, I mean, WYSIWYG's up ahead of all the trucks, and he's getting a good, like, look, there's a news chopper up ahead. Yeah! Paint it in a good light. Paint it in a good light. Like, honest. Try to be honest with your reporting, Mr. News Broadcaster Man. That was a fucking bump and a half in that roadway there. See, you know what I saw that was interesting? There were a lot of semis that were registered as not-for-hire trucks. And from what I understood is I thought the fifth wheel had to come off in order for it to be a not-for-hire vehicle. As a recreational vehicle. There were a lot of them that were there that were marked as not-for-hire. I want to find out how that actually works. Because I'd like to buy a semi and make that what I go to all these convoys with. Or all these Trump rallies and shit. It would be amazing. Amazing. Look at this trailer. It's a nice little... What kind of trailer is that right there? What do they got? Cardboard tied up there? What is that? It's like a little back deck right on their trailer. Yeah, they got a barbecue and shit. Oh, that's that Freightliner. I want that fucking truck. That's that Freightliner RV. I love that shit. I love that truck, man. I don't care who you are right there. That's a pretty truck. I would love to get this Mercedes the fuck out of my way, Mercedes. And that's that, cheap Mercedes. That's that essentially a Ford Explorer. See, look at them brake. He's watching my feed. Fuck off! Talking shit. Wave if you're watching this feed, Mercedes. You wave. That'd be funny if he waves. I don't know if I've ever seen so many police on this beltway, ever. They're probably in awe at how many vehicles there are, that are part of this convoy. They're probably amazed by it. Yeah, this RV, man, I want one like this. It says R Circle. 48 states in 60 days. Well, I guess this trip helped them a lot with that one. Look at all the police on this overpass. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But you know what I was thinking? Maybe they're doing that because you have, good people here. It looks like maybe construction workers. Can't tell. Got good people up here. People wearing yellow. Yeah. Yeah, get him, Mr. Freightliner RV. Yoo-hoo. Where'd the Mercedes go? You dipped out, son. You dipped out, Holmes. I'm gonna try to skeet a little bit. I'm gonna try to get the old Scooter Steve moving. Fucking A. Get behind a slow car. Huh. What? Here's a convoy again. Here's a new truck. We haven't seen this one yet on this trip. We're making up time. We're making time up. Freedom Convoy 2022. Now we're getting all backed up. See, I said fucking making up time. Look at that. We the people. This truck is fucking dope. See that thing that's on top, that Alpha on this truck? That goes up, and that's like a big tent and shit. That truck is dope. That's a sick truck. You guys remember that from the video? Because I drove by it a bunch of times. I was like, look at that. the big fella driving it. I don't know. That's pretty cool. That's good marketing. That trailer tent thing that he built, that holds that big fella. Oh, look, we finally found some fucking trucks in the trucker convoy. That's what I'm talking about. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah, here's the trucks. Woo-hoo! Mandate freedom, restore the Constitution. I support full frontal nudity. What the fuck? I like his sign. Oh, that's funny. I missed that one yesterday. I didn't see that. Here's an RV. Oh, it's getting slow again. Man, they got so many cops. I don't know if I've ever seen this many cops on the roadway. You got cops on either side of this roadway. You got Montgomery County sheriffs. You got, that's a federal one over there in a pickup truck. Look at the RV. Woo-woo! It's got a window covered by duct tape. Hopefully that holds. He's got to work on his brakes. You need a brake job, buddy. You're screeching. Here's a couple of day cabs up in her. Bobtailing. Not day cabs, actually. They're both sleepers, but they're bobtails. Bobtailing. Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey. That's a Western Star. Those are nice trucks right there. There's some nice trucks. It sucks because I won't be able to show you the front of it. But I like the Western Stars. I like their their logos on the front. When I was young, before I started the trucking company, I wanted a, what was it? Kenworth T2000 was like the truck I really, really wanted. And then I started a trucking company and I couldn't afford a new truck like that. I had a bunch of the Sterling L8500 single axle day cabs. Excuse me, the old Convoy trucks. I had a bunch of those. I had International 4800s, straight trucks, and then we switched to the Hino, however you say that, those trucks, which are actually really good. They were so much cheaper than like a International or Freightliner. For a little bit, I drove a Peterbilt. It was a CDL truck, but I wasn't required to have a CDL because I was driving. It was a farm vehicle, but I love driving that thing. Because that was a Peterbilt straight truck, but it was a tandem axle. And so it was essentially a semi. Like it was a semi front, but then it just had a box on it. But they used to deliver flowers with that thing. I love driving that. I love driving that truck, man. I miss driving. Being around all the trucks this weekend, I miss it even more. You know, because they're fun. It's just fun driving around, seeing the country. I have kids and stuff, so I can't do it. But and our closing costs and all that for our house are a little bit more. So as of right now, our trip for this summer may be postponed because we're going to end up having to put quite a bit more money down than we were originally planning on this home. But you know what? We're buying a house so we can fucking relax for once. And I can relax. I'm just going to work on the store, work on this coffee, work on my shows. Stop taking everything so fucking serious. There's 2 more weeks of it. 2 more weeks of busting my butt, my hump. Because this week is a busy week. Because on Thursday I have the sanctions hearing for these frivolous lawsuits that I've been served with. We have a sanctions hearing against the plaintiff's attorney for filing that frivolous bullshit. And then we have, and then on Friday, I'm going to be leaving and driving down to Florence, South Carolina with my boys, my kids, and we're going to go to the Trump rally in Florence, South Carolina. That's Saturday. Drive back on Sunday, and then we're going to pack up our house, and then we close that Friday, and then we'll move next weekend, and then it'll be crazy. It will be crazy. Someone said, I don't know, he can't read chat. I don't read it until we get slowed down. Someone's saying White House front door. I don't know what you're talking about there. These trucks are not going into the city. No one that's part of this convoy is going into the city. So if one of you guys is saying that, go somewhere else. Because that ain't true. Stop trolling us. Patricia said the house. Look at this sign. Look. Oh, can you see it? It says, restore the Constitution. I support full frontal nudity. Crazy. Someone in chat said, do I have permission to restream you? Fucking right you do. Restream away, boys and girls. Yeah, we ain't commies over here. I want the world to see this. So yeah, everybody can restream it. If you've got a Twitch channel, you best be hosting this bitch on your Twitch channel. You know, my requirement is that you just play my incredible voice for like 5 minutes per hour, so they can hear like just how incredible I am. I'll sing sultry music to you. I'll be like, la 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 la. Look at the sign. Look at the sign. Look at it. Oh, look at that sign. Look at that right there. Sport full frontal nudity, bruh. Shit. Whoa. Slow down, Steve. Get all the people over the overpass waving their hands. Ha-ha! Yeah! I'll tell you what, man, it's so cool to see this and see like how patriotic people are. And like, you couldn't have a nicer day. 81 degrees out right now here. Look at that. Oh, you missed it. Did any of you guys see the blue Peterbilt straight truck that was on the other side? Yeah. I like them Peterbilts. I don't know who Peter is, though. But he builds a damn good truck. You know what I'm saying? Damn good truck. Damn good truck, Peter does. Peter packed a pack of pickled peppers. Shit. You know it. Load the page, that's what I just did. You know what I forgot for my camera is my fucking lens cover. So I'm probably ruining my lens, but it's okay because I don't really like it anyway. The lens on this one. Someone said laps to where? They're doing 2 laps around the overpass, or around the belt line, which is right here, where we are right now. They're going to be doing 2 laps. And it looks like wherever WYSIWYG is, I don't know where the fuck he is, but wherever he is, the roadway is kind of cleared up a bit. Because I think he's going to be before 270, because it looks like he's just parked on the side of the road catching everybody as they drive by. Not quite sure where, though. There's the Holy Cross Hospital that someone was just talking about. Man, someone said, did I hear about the trucker that Penske got terminated from Bennett Transport? No, I didn't. You could send me an email, Juniper. Because I don't know what that's in regards to. Someone said if they did a slow roll for 2 to 3 laps, that whole place would be clogged to hell. No, in all reality, if they did a slow roll on a Monday, it would have. Because right now, it's clogged with their vehicles. It's clogged with the Convoy vehicles. You know what I mean? So if they did this on a workday, it would have major effect. WYSIWYG said they saw you? Oh, really? How? How? There's a tow truck holding a little doggy. There's a tow truck driver. He's got a Mountain Dew and his little poo-poo dog. His poo-poo dog. Look at that guy on the side of the road. Look at him. Look at him over there. Look at him. Ah, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, no. It fell off. Now, let me try. This is a fucking hard one to put back on. Kind of need 2 hands to do it. But look at me with the fucking skills. Oh, nope, didn't do it. Fucking dick. Shit. Shiitake mushrooms. Here, I'll just hold it like that. And then you'll hear, like, shaking hand. Look at this fucking overpass. Are those people? Holy shit. Look at that overpass right there. There's a lot of people up there. I know, this car's like, why are you driving so slow? Why are you holding the camera? How come you don't have it mounted? Look at all those people. Look at all those people up there. The news is there too. Alright guys, bear with me a second. I gotta try to mount this damn camera again. Shit. Come on, you sucking, shucking, fucking duck. Fucking duck. Don't do it, Steve. If you crash your fucking truck because you're doing it fucking with a camera, your car. I don't even have a truck anymore. Alright, camera's mounted. Sweat my ass off now. You know? Feel bad for these truckers having to clutch all the time on all the stop and go traffic. It's another thing you guys overlook if you don't pay. Most of these trucks, actually most of the trucks right now are automatic. That's it. We've been in this fast, slow lane for too long. Let me move over her. I don't believe this is a convoy truck in front of me. I'm going to bounce over into this other lane in just a second. Actually, that was probably the better lane to be in. But whatever. Whatever. cops. Just chilling. Just having a good time. Alright. Get over there. I forgot to use the blanket, but you guys knew what I was doing. I was committed. So this is 270. So I just completed one lap. So these trucks have just completed one lap. What you guys got to realize too, with all these people on the overpasses, the notice that these trucks were doing this lap today went out today. There's WYSIWYG. There he is. There's the WYSIWYG. He didn't even see. God rights. Tell him I just passed him. So shit, man. I got a while. Because he's been there for a while watching those pickups. So I'm about 30, 40 miles behind these lead trucks. They'll be exiting relatively soon. But now we're going to make up some time, boys and girls. Fasten your seatbelts. Settle down for the ride. Because here we's coming. Because these are new vehicles. I don't believe we passed. Yeah, no, never mind. We've already passed this truck like 3 times. And he's passed us. And then we've passed him. This car is being stupid, jumping in the convoy. Unbelievable. Can't you see they're in a convoy, ma'am? That guy, he had a hair like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like with that high top. Yeah! Oh, wait, I shouldn't honk my horn. I need to be media. I can't. Oh, look at the bobtails! Look at the bobtails! Oh! There's a Western Star we saw a while ago. I love those trucks. Yeah, buddy. It's a Freightliner. What is that? Columbia or Century? I don't even know. Look at this. This truck's pretty badass, too. He's got a box around his fifth wheel right there. People's Convoy. Not for hire. See, that's a not for... No, see, it is a not for hire. It's not a not for hire truck. Because he had an IFTA sticker, you wouldn't be paying IFTA tax on the not-for-hire vehicle. So what the fuck? Slow down, Speed Racer. Slow down. Man, I should have pulled over and got some food. What am I doing? I'm starving. I'm hungry as shit. Well, I did one lap so far. Ain't that special? You want to hear the rhythmic sound of a cab over? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You hear that shit? Oh, yeah. Fucking nice. Couldn't pay me enough to drive one of those suckers, but they are nice. You go home! You go home! He had a sign that said, go home, not welcome. Fuck you! Who you talking to? Hey! You got the wrong one here. You know what I may do, actually? Is I may turn around, go back northbound to 270, jump on 270 and get someone to let the truck over. The truck's not trying to come over here. He's got his hazards on. So why don't you mind your own fucking business? Yeah. You don't know. He's got his hazards on, not his blinker. Shit. Pay attention. That's why people like you shouldn't be on the road. You don't know how to drive. Oh, let him in. He's got his hazards on, so that means he's trying to merge left. Come on, bro. What do you call a truck without a sleeper? A day cab. That's what you call a truck without a sleeper. A day cab. Bobtail is like this truck up here. That truck's a bobtail. The black and red one here. Because he doesn't have a trailer. And you know what? That might very well be a, I don't know what they've got under that box. They still have a fifth wheel on there, so I don't know. I think they realized I was streaming too, because she gave me a nice smile. She gave me a smile. That's right, I'm broadcasting you out. We don't really have viewers, because we're shadow banned all the hell, but you're welcome. I'm glad I'm out here doing this. It is worth it. Oh yeah, that's not, even though it says not for hire, they got these two are the same. They're both with the same, so that truck that said not for hire on the back, and then this truck, they have the same DOT number on the truck. They're probably a husband and wife team driving really nice fucking rigs. Like, driving really nice rigs. But they're Bills fans, so I don't know if we should really support them, because they like the Buffalo Bills. What? Shit. How can you like the Buffalo Bills? Nobody in their right mind likes the Buffalo Bills. All right, let me try to make up some time here. Bye. Woo-hoo-hoo! Speed racer! Speed racer! Not really. I'm not even driving fast. It just feels like I'm going fast. And then we slow the fuck down again. Should have stayed in the other lane. Down. I just want to see some other trucks. You know what I'm saying? Tell you that's fucking insane. This convoy is longer than 68 miles long. Because, like, there's still American flags up ahead. You can see them. Granted, traffic looks like it's fucking stopped up there. Should have took one of these exits, turned around, went back the other way. I think some of these, like that guy was part of the convoy, he did it. He's like, enough of this. I need to get food in my belly. In my belly. Plus, I still need to drive home after. Thank you, Steve, for covering all this. You're welcome. Someone said, empty your bank accounts and buy Bitcoin. Take control of your funds and hit them where it hurts. Why don't you empty your bank accounts and send them to me? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I wouldn't buy Bitcoin. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think that's going to be the next thing they go after. We the People truck was seen closer to DC already on RSBN. Yeah. We're pretty far behind. So we have another 60 miles. Someone said maybe they'll be better organized tomorrow. I think this is pretty organized. I think this one's working. What Prius model are you driving? Yeah, this isn't a Prius. Motherfucker! It's a GMC Acadia. Pretty soon it's going to have Citizen Stringer News on the side. Because the one good thing about us buying this new house is, guess what? This means I can go do a lot more events because I won't need to drive my wife and kids all around, or my kids around to school. Because next school year, they're going to be going to her district, so she's going to drive them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Police are out. This guy is on a bicycle? What in the shit? Look on the left-hand side. He's on a bicycle. On the fucking highway? He's on a bicycle on the highway? What the shit? What? I swear he said something about Pakistan, too. I don't know what he said. I heard something because my window was kind of open. A bicycle on the highway? You can't ride a bike, especially on the fast lane? How the fuck did he get all the way over there? Like, seriously. That he crossed 5 lanes of traffic on a bicycle? What the shit? That's a sight you don't think you'd see no more at a trucker rally? Shit. Look at those flags. Oh, you're caught on the fence. You best fix. There he goes. He fixed it. Now that's some New England shit right there, Steve. Yeah, I know, right? But look at the fucking... Look, is that Joe Biden on the military cop chopper up there? I don't know if that's a military chopper. It looks like a news chopper, not a military chopper. See it up in the horizon? I still want to go in a helicopter. I've never been in a helicopter. I want to go in a helicopter someday. That would be fun. No, that's a news chopper right there. No, it's not. Look, there's a second one, too. That could be Fuckface. Hey, Fuckface! Are you back from Delaware, you piece of shit? Because you know when they're flying the President Shithead around, they go in pairs. But they didn't look like the helicopters that he rides in, whatever those ones. Does he ride in Blackhawks? I don't know. And no, they would have closed airspace. There's a jet above him, too. Wouldn't they close airspace? I don't know. Do they close airspace? What do you think they do? Do they close the airspace when he's flying in on the choppers? Someone said Breitbart has over 3K. That's where the viewers are at. I'm good. I'm good with our small little group of people. My thing is showing 500 people watching. I don't think we're on Citizen Stringer because I couldn't get it to switch. But we'll have that all squared away by the time we do the Trump rally for show. They do close airspace, someone said. Gotcha. Well, so that we're now, I guess, the trucker convoy is quite separated because we haven't seen any trucks in a few minutes, and we're slowly gaining ground. Not much, but I tell you what, there's normally not traffic on a Sunday on the Beltway, so it's definitely impacted it a little bit. Look at all these people with their vehicles waving at the trucks. Yeah, waving, yeah. Wow, it's fucking warm out. Warm outside. 81 degrees according to my thermostat in the vehicle. 81 degrees outside. Not bad for March. For March, what is it? March 6th or 7th? I don't even know. 6th? Real shit. Can you not slow down? Just keep on driving now. Don't hit your brakes. Nobody likes you if you brake. Nobody wants to take a break. If you want to take a break, get in the slow lane. It's a song. That shit's copywritten. Anyone who's restreaming right now must say part of the conditions of restreaming my feed is you must say I'm the best singer you've ever heard. Okay, do it now and send me the clips, please. Thank you. Where are all the trucks? We got here late, so now we're fucked. I have to go take a leak, but I can't, because I'm stuck on the Beltway. Yeehaw. Uh-oh, someone got pulled over. Welcome to Virginia. That was Maryland. That's a Maryland officer that's like, I want to pull him over before we get... Oh, he pulled over a cop. He didn't pull him over. My goodness. What is that? Is that a Maryland and a Virginia State Trooper? Being like, man, look at this freedom convoy. Look at this people's convoy, man. This is quite amazing. And the other guy's like, yeah, it is. It is quite amazing. Brutus. Damn, bro. We're still not even back to where I joined this fucking convoy. I joined in Fairfax County. Tyson's is where I joined. And we're not even back there yet. Fuck making 2 loops. I don't think I'm making 2 loops. I think I'm going to do what I said and turn around and go the other way. Maybe. Oh, what's going on right there? I thought maybe they blocked it, but they didn't. I wonder why all the cops are at the... Is it to keep people from sitting there taking pictures? I don't know. That's United States Park Police. The feds. The feds are out there. Canine. The federales. That was a long, partially real yawn, and then I embellished a bit on my yawning. Look, they're having a reunion up there, giving each other hugs. They're so happy to see each other. There's that wave. Waves. They didn't wave back. They were like, it's not a truck. That's a guy driving a vehicle. Oh boy, I see some flags up ahead. Ha ha! We back in it, boys. There's the convoys. The convoyers. Shit, I'm hungry. I gotta go to the bathroom. I hope you guys understand the dedication of which I exert myself to make these videos for you. I'm holding in the urgent need to use the restroom for you, so you can experience an incredibly clear feed. You're welcome. Who wants to buy my lunch? You can do so by visiting f-antifa.live. f-antifa.live, and you can contribute there. And I only need $20 for lunch. And then what I'd prefer you do for the rest, if you still want to contribute, is go over to Oreo Express on YouTube. go over to WYSIWYG TV on YouTube and support them over there, because they've been doing this trip the entire time. All the way from California. I think BC Preacher may be live as well. He flew in from Portland. The only thing I had to do was drive an hour and a half. But if someone wants to buy me lunch, that's cool. And then go support those guys, because they came from afar. And believe it or not, this shit's not cheap. You know, to fly across the country or drive across the country, it's not. F-Antifa.live. April just threw it in the Facebook chat. Go check it out. Show some love for your boy. And buy me lunch. $20 gets me a shit ton of McDonald's. Ha ha! Should I? No, I don't have a Jeep. I don't have a thing. I can't take the express lanes. Can I? Should I? I could. Can I? No, I don't have an easy pass. Would I get in trouble for doing that? Probably. Man, I wish I had an easy pass in this car right now. Man. That's 65 mile an hour over there, man. I'll be able to get the jump on it. Look at all the flags, man. Where are they all getting the flags? You guys are patriots. Patriotic as fuck. Staying on the overpasses, taking pictures, waving your flags. Patriotic as fuck. So I'm counting the Virginia State Police cars. I've counted 9 already since we crossed back into Virginia. There's number 10 right there. Damn, they got some serious cops. I'm just going to assume this is state police as well, so we'll call that number 11. Numero 11 uno. That's Spanish. Not really. That's fake shit. I know someone would be like, false news. He said numero uno funo is Spanish. It's not really. He's a liar. You can't trust anything. See this big building right there? This big building, the one on the right, the Invita, that used to be a Nova building, I think. And the Intelstat, that one that's on the left. Yeah, guess who helped build those? This guy. Look at all those cops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I was a logistics director for one of the companies that did all the HVACs, a union company. There's number 12 for police cars, or 13, I don't remember. But yeah, I was their logistics director at those buildings. So I got to go in those job sites, and I was training to be their safety coordinator too for the big union thing before I was like, fuck you, I'm out. I don't like working for people. They had a lot of vehicles though. That's why they hired me with all my logistics experience. Because they wanted me to man their fleet. Look at that. Look at all those people. Alright, finally got some convoy vehicles right here. Here we go. In the defense of freedom. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that Dodge truck. Makes me miss mine. Or Dodge. Fuck Dodge. Chevy. Honk for freedom. Honky honky. Can we say that? Yeah, boys. Get them, honkers. Honky honk honk. Look at these trucks. Look at these trucks. Freedom! Yeah! Look at that RV with those fucking elephants on it. That's fucking weird. It's the Sahara edition. Here you got a dumper. They call this Mr. Dump. It's called the dump truck. Maybe you guys are unfamiliar. Look at that. Look how many fucking axles. That fucker's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 axles on that thing. Damn, homie. 7 axles on that song going right there. Don't care who you are right there. You can fill that truck sucker with dirt. What's up on the overpass? Woohoo! How many people on these overpasses? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! They're everywhere. Let's see if the construction companies are waving. Construction workers. Nope. They aren't waving. There's another one. Look at that bad boy. Davis. What's up, Davey? Davey Crockett. Oh yeah, we're getting into it now. We're making some waves. We're getting into these trucks. These are the trailers. We haven't seen these yet. There's that RV right there was parked pretty close to me too. I would never write all over it. There's 14. Number 14 for Stadies. Look at all the people on this. Look, they're all across. Woohoo! America! Woo! Fuck yeah! Get that American shit. Woo! Fuck you commies in D.C. Shit. And I'm talking to all of y'all. Republican or Democrat. You're all useless. Number 15 for cops. Man, think about the resource, all the overtime these guys are getting, thinking that they were going to have to go into D.C. because that's what the leftist media kept portraying. Shit. They aren't going into D.C. Commies. Woo! Fucking overpasses do something to me, man. Makes me feel great. Reminds me of America. What we used to be. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's is expensive now. Yeah, well see, I get the double quarter pounder. No mustard. I get a large strawberry shake. No whipped cream. I get a large fry. Yeah. I get a 20-piece chicken nugget. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I don't even know how much it is. I just throw my debit card at them and say, I'll look later. Support the stream by visiting www.f-antifa.live. That stands for fuck Antifa, if you can't figure that out, because I hate them, and that's the ultimate troll. But yeah, you can visit f-antifa.live and buy me a lunch. And then if you, once I get it, and I'm not checking my phone, so I don't know if anyone sent cash apps or anything like that. April just bought me lunch. Thank you, April. So everyone else, if you want to, thank you, April. You're a sweetheart. April sent me a cash app. But yeah, you can visit that. Someone said, truth hurts. Sometimes sleepers are blind to what's going on. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Look at that truck. That blue one right there. Woo, clean. They cleaned their truck to go on this. That's what I'm talking about. You clean that little bitch. Look, even more overpass right here. Look at this overpass. There's people everywhere on these overpasses. Look at that. Look at that. Right there. I don't care who you are. 700 National Guard in D.C. Yeah, all for nothing. I would like to remind everybody that's watching this that didn't know, this convoy had no plans of going into D.C. The reason why you thought they were going into D.C. is because that's what the media wanted you to think. They literally made that shit up. And everyone ate it up. Everybody ate it up. They never had an intention of going into D.C. Since the very beginning, they never had the intention. But all of you guys speculated that they were going into D.C. Y'all said it. Y'all like, they're going in. CNN said they're going in. We gotta believe what CNN says because we're sheep. Stop being sheep, boys and girls. Stop being sheep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying cheap. I'm saying sheep. Someone's like, I kept laughing at all these fools that said they were going into D.C. I knew they weren't going into D.C. since day one, day uno. Yeah. Wizzy is still on the side of the road streaming. I see him. I see him right there. I got his feed up, actually. I see it. He's got 490 people watching him on YouTube. Good for him. Make sure you guys are going out and support him. Why don't you all go into his... oh, wait. I can't see it. I'm watching his other channel. But I was going to say, if I'm watching his good channel, you could all go in there and send him super chat saying, like a train horn. Because he came all the way from California, man. Came all the way from California. Him and his helpers and all that. And other people, Oreo Express as well. That dude came all the way from California. The black conservative preacher, Quincy. He came all the way from Portland. He took a flight in. You know how much fucking flights are right now? Shit. You guys best be supporting them. Best be throwing your money at them. You should just, like, take a bunch of $1 bills and throw them at them and be like, here you go. Wow. All of them in D.C. saying New lied to us in D.C. What? Look at this overpass, guys. Look at it. We are in liberal-ass Virginia right now. Look at this. Look at that fucking shit, man. Liberal-ass Virginia, and they're on the fucking overpasses. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm fucking talking... Fuck yeah! It's America! Woo! I don't care who you are right there. If that shit doesn't tickle your pickle, I don't know... What? What? What the fuck? Steve's tired of being in the car. If that shit doesn't get you going, I don't know. You're not human. That's all I can say. Look at the state police right there on the motorcycles, riding all chip style, like that old show with Poncherello. What was the other guy's name? It was Ponch and who else? Ponch and who else? Poncherello and Wasabi. I don't know. I made that shit up. I don't care who you are right there. I made that fucking shit up. Don't care who you are right there. That shit is fucking funny. Holy shit, look at this overpass. Look at this overpass. Look at that overpass. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that overpass. So many motherfuckers out there. Shoot. Shoot. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care who you are right there. If that shit doesn't just fucking make you happy to see, you're sad. Oh man, look at all those bits coming in, all those emojis and shit. What do we got? We got a hype train going on. Do I need to get hype? Dancing in my seat, you can't see it. If Steve's Coffee does this to you, get 10 bags. Fuck yeah, I drank my coffee this morning. A little bit of extra strong Awake Not Woke blend. Who's coming to Florence, South Carolina next week? Huh? You gonna have some coffee? We're gonna be selling 16-ounce cups for $3 each. And we're going to have more fucking coffee and sick-ass shirts than you ever know what to do. I'm going to make that trailer dope as fuck. Fucking A. I'm trying to decide, do I want to just bring the trailer and not the RV? I don't know. I can't decide. I'm so indecisive. Actually, I don't know. Haven't decided. Someone said, where is Steve? Has he caught up to the front yet? Hell no, I haven't. I'm I'm like on the tail end of this shit. Look at this guy. He's hauling ass. Woo! Woo! Get him on! Woo! Easy pass lane only. You best have easy pass in that son of a bitch. Trying to go catch up to them. Woo woo! It's an easy pass lane. I don't have an easy pass. So I can't jump in that lane. I could have did what he did, but I'm not going to because he was also speeding. There's fucking cops everywhere. There's so many gosh darn cops everywhere. Body. Steve, you have to come to Illinois. If there's a rally, I'll be there. Alright? If there's a Trump rally out there or an event, you guys want a sneak peek at something fucking smooth as shit? You guys want a sneak peek? Check this shit out. Go to steveoatley.com. Oh shit! He did it. He just revealed. steveoatley.com. Shit. You want me to come speak at your kid's birthday party? Boom. You can request it there. No guarantee I'll actually come. But that's going to be a centralized spot for me outside of the show. So that's where it's going to show what events I plan on going to. I'm going to put all the donation links on that page eventually. You know, that's going to be the good event page. That's where you can also submit if you're a big rich person and you're having an event and you want me to come, appear, you can do so there. But more, it's going to be, imagine my new show, the Fuck It Up Done show. That's going to be the website where I post my written rants. So make sure you go over there, check it out. And then there's a blog section. Oh, and there's a members section. So it's got a built-in social media functionality. So everybody that's members over there, and it's free. It doesn't cost you shit. But you can get over there and have your own little social media side, and you create your own profile, and everything is public. Or it's not public, but you got to be a member to see it. But anybody can join. But yeah, that's a little thing I've been working on. It's not done yet, obviously, but I'm going to start doing some blog posts, some rants over there. Because our news site, citizenstringer.com, is for news. It's not for, angry rants in terms of writing. But fuck you! Come on, you shithead! Where do you learn to drive? Fucking A! Someone said you need a link tree. I don't need a link tree. I fucking made a website for it. Shit. SteveOatley.com. I'll put all the links and everything. It says it's only 60% up. Fake news. No, it's supposed to go all the way up to 100. Is it only going to 60? What? It's supposed to scroll all the way up to 100. But yeah, so make sure, because on that page you guys can join, and there's a forum on there, and it doesn't cost anything, and I am going to make a special members only portal on that page that's just going to be for people that have a Citizen Stringer account once I figure out how to do that. A citizenstringer.tv account, but I don't know how to do it. But there's a forum on there, so you can talk about whatever you want. No censorship worries. You can have your own profile. You can have all your little friends and the Yeeterville. But, because originally I was going to build a forum on Citizen Stringer News, or citizenstringer.com, but I didn't want I wanted that to really be a news site. Someone said, I'd rather watch you do your rants. Oh, I'm still going to do them. I'm still going to do them. Oh, don't you fucking worry about that. I'm going to be here ranting and raving for days and days and days. But that's so I can write rants, That, if I wanted to, write something about how, Biden shits himself in front of the Pope, and use choice language and shit, that's the site. So make sure you do it. Like an OnlyFans for rants? I don't know. No, because OnlyFans people pay you. That's a free website. Isn't OnlyFans for fucking porn? I don't even know what OnlyFans are. But no, it's going to be a good website. like, I'll put the donation links and all that shit later. But that's going to be the main website that kind of correlates with everything. You know, or the main website just, like, for the social media side. I'm going to be posting, like, rants, written rants there. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of other stuff. So it's cool. Only rants. Should I make onlyrants.com? Oh, it's probably too late for that. That would be funny. People just rant about shit all the time. But yeah, in terms of the community side, there is a member side. You can do your daily updates and stuff and all sorts of funny. It's not like a social media website because I'm not trying to build one. It's just more of a place where we can have a forum and communicate. And what I may do is do polls on there. So or giveaways for the show. I may make people go to that website to do the giveaways and stuff. It's easier. Someone said the CIA is tracking you and changing what you are broadcasting. The fuck they are. And even if they are. Shit, did I just get on the wrong way? Why are all the convoy trucks over there? No, it's just a convoy car. He's probably getting off. He's probably like, what the fuck? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Traffic's slowing down. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O's and Applebee's. Someone said I haven't seen any, news coverage of this. Well, where you been living, under a rock? No, they haven't really covered it much, to be completely honest. You would think they would cover it more. But I'll be honest, Fox News actually played like a little minute and a half segment on this yesterday, and they did a pretty good job on it. I saw it yesterday morning while I was drinking my coffee at the rally. And I was impressed. And I've seen a lot of, I keep getting all these push alerts saying, state of Virginia State Police are preparing for massive trucker protests, and we have obviously they've done it. They have, a shit ton of state police all over the place, which is good. I mean, the way I think about it is those state police that are out all over this roadway, and I stopped counting a long time ago, they're out here literally probably keeping people from trying to fuck with the convoy and block down traffic and stuff, so it gets blamed on the convoy. They're out here. They see it. So I like it. I like it a lot. It's very cool. I don't care who you are right there. This truck is Peterson Farms. Right there. He's hauling a big stage. They were doing some prayer stuff on the stage yesterday. Very nice. That trailer right there, they call them either drop decks or step decks. Decks, not dicks. It's weird though. It's got some weird thing right there I've never seen before. I don't know what that is. It's like almost I don't know what that is on the bottom part. It's either a step deck or drop deck. I never understood the difference between the two of them, to be honest. But then you got double drops and RGNs and dovetail and all sorts of stuff. There's so many different types of trucks. Look at all these trucks right here. Say hi. Hey, truckers. Hey. Look at these. These are like fucking hot rods. The semi's right there. This one. To me, at least. I like the big stretched out ones. I had a guy one time that was he came to deliver to our warehouse, and he had a fully stretched out cab over, like this blue one here, or you can't see it anymore, but the blue one that was right there, and he but it was stretched, so it was super long, and I was like, there's no way you're backing that shit up to my dock. There's no way. And he did. Some bitch did it. Got it right with the trailer and everything. And his trailer was slick. It was chromed out, chrome the entire side, silver, whatever you want to call it. It was dope as shit. It was dope fresh, homie. More state police, man. Fucking, they got every state trooper up here working at OT. Truck down, he wasn't part of the convoy, I don't believe so, nope. Here's some convoy trucks, woo-woo! Look at the convoy. Oh, here's that guy that was driving like a badass shit hell right here. This one, they got Virginia plates too. These boys are local boys right here. Yeah, buddy. Virginia, woo-woo! We the people. Tattooed on your arm, tattooed on mine. Motherfucker, we the people. Woo! This guy, I think a whole fleet of these fuckers are here. Or that truck is teleporting, I can't tell. One or the other. They must have 3 or 4 of those in this convoy. Or he's teleporting back and forth and playing mind fucking games. I don't know. This one's a what is this? A pig truck? Cattle truck? Chicken truck? I don't know. I can't tell with these ones. One that's off to the side here. Cattle or pig? I don't know. I've never gotten a livestock haulage over there. But it looks like it could be like where maybe pigs or chickens, maybe. Shit. Here is the Woodrow Wilson Memorial Bridge. Whoop whoop. Oh, you know what, man? I've probably these trucks have been passing me and then slowing down and then passing me and slowing down because this truck I've passed by several times. It's all cleaned up, but it looks like it got beat to shit on the back end of it, which is weird. I don't know why, but that's a nice looking Peterbilt right there with a long nose on that son of a bitch, man. Shit. Don't care who you are right there if you don't like that truck. You ain't American. This shit right here, what I'm doing for all of you guys, is called dedication. It's called dedication. Driving in fucking circles for you. You make me drive in circles for you. Big ass circles. And you know what the worst part is? Gas this morning. You know how much gas was up here? Shit. When I crossed back into Virginia today, it was $4 for gas, like $4.07 for gas, $5 something for diesel. Insane. Unchain America, buddy. Woo-hoo! Let's go Brandon, says his sign, but it's backwards sometimes. Look at all the people holding the signs. Look at them. Look at them. It's still there. Look at them right there. Woohoo! Woohoo! America. America. Yeah, using that old jig brake right there, are you, buddy? I'm surprised that truck even has a jig brake. Look at all the fucking people. Look at all of them off the left. Yeah. Woo! There's the jig brake for you. Mandate freedom. Mandate freedom.